It's track review.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for track reviews, where we talk about the latest in rock, pop, electronic, and experimental music, and yeah, that's about it. Today, on track reviews, we're going to be talking about a brand new single from The Strokes.
The Strips.
The Strokes.
The Straps.
The Strokes.
The Strat.
The Strokes. The famed pop rock and alternative rock band The Strokes are back with a brand freaking new single titled One Way Trigger. And this track is going to be on a new full-length album, which currently at this moment is untitled, but a lot of the material on this LP, maybe this song as well, was developed around the time the band was writing stuff for the album Angles, which they dropped in 2011, or just developed in post-production of Angles. I don't want to say the word leftovers or anything like that, because I feel like that implies that you're just getting tracks that weren't good enough to be on Angles. I don't really think The Strokes or any interviews they've done are trying to imply that, but certainly this track, for sure, feels like it was kind of coming from that same frame of mind the band was writing Angles in, which may or may not please some fans. Either way, the band seems to be gearing up to put out this new full-length LP. They're putting that short little hiatus they had the band on for a handful of years, far, far into the past. And, you know, I personally am looking forward to it, though Angles did get some mixed reactions from longtime Strokes listeners. I thought it was decent. Though I didn't love this LP, I liked the diversity on this album. I liked that the band was taking some risks. I liked that they tried to apply some different moods, some synthesizers as well. They weren't just trying to go down that swanky pop rock avenue that they've been really successful traveling down. Ever since the band's third LP, First Impressions of Earth, I feel like they've been kind of looking for a new groove to settle into. They were trying some new things, taking some risks with the very distorted and riff-laden single Juice Box, which honestly did not sit well with me. I mean, it really kind of ranks up there with some of my least favorite Strokes songs. So the band has definitely let me down before with a new single, but I was still looking forward to getting into this track, and I guess I was overall pleased with what I heard. Now, the track One Way Trigger, as soon as I put it on, I mean, my jaw freaking dropped for a second, and not just because of the emphasis on synthesizers that I found on the album Angles, or even like Julian Casablancas' solo work. What freaked a lot of listeners out is that we are hearing Julian sing in falsetto on this track. It's not just straight falsetto for the entire song, though. It's not like this track is an entire departure from the musical and stylistic elements that the Strokes usually bring to a track. You've got lots of very busy, tight, punchy drums locked into an upbeat, lean pop rock groove, some toned down guitars, some driving bass, and this sequence keyboard melody that, you know, it's got a really kind of ping 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 quality to the sound of the tones. It's pretty much like that old Strokes swagger and momentum, complete with an Albert Hammond Jr. guitar solo. It's simple, it's harmonized, it's very bright. All these other elements are great. I still do feel like this falsetto that Julian is singing in is going to be the line in the sand that some Strokes fans will not cross. It's technically not Julian Casablancas' best vocal cut that I've ever heard on one of his songs. I mean, I feel like even someone who likes this track can admit that. The mix on this vocal is really not that good. It's buried underneath one thing after another in this song. On top of that, Julian seems to be mumbling a lot of the things he's saying, and what is kind of being sung about isn't all too clear. And in addition to all of those, there's kind of this weird, subtle chorus effect on his voice that feels like it's distracting more than it's enhancing with his vocals. And, you know, I will admit, when he hits those highs, when he is kind of like soaring over everything melodically, it does sound a little ridiculous. I mean, there's definitely some fine tuning to be done if falsetto is going to continue to be, a recurring character in Strokes' musical arsenal. However, I still did end up digging the track. The tune is really catchy. I still love the instrumentation. I love the Strokes' tight freaking sound. And I mean, to me, especially with the falsetto, this track kind of feels like something like, I don't know, like a band basically kind of letting go of their inhibitions. And there are elements, especially in this vocal, that kind of remind me of something Beck would do. And I love the synthesizers too. I mean, I would much rather the Strokes go down possibly a more synthesized route than some of the more distorted songs that I heard on First Impressions of Earth, which still continues to be like my least favorite Strokes album. It was a fun little experiment. I'm still looking forward to what the Strokes are doing on this new full-length LP. I don't think it's the horrifying piece of garbage that some people are making it out to be. Yeah, you may not want to listen to Julian Casablancas sing in falsetto, and I completely understand that. But still, I thought it was a decent track. I wasn't completely offended by it or anything like that. If you've given this new single a listen, what did you think of it? Did you love it, hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And that is about it. Anthony Fantano, The Strokes, One Way Trigger, forever.